Howdy! That's all my friends out there in YouTube land today. I hope everybody's fine. I hope the weather's great where you're at, and I hope spring is springing. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to engrave this catfish on this wood plaque. And as usual, I will be killing the volume so that you don't have to listen to the whir of this engraving tool. For anybody that might be new here, this is a power carver, and it is made by a company called SCM Systems. That's Sam Charlie Mary Systems.com if you want to look it up. It is a professional grade engraving tool, and it's very much like a dental drill. You get all kinds of different size bits and stuff to put in them for the different kinds of work that you do engraving. It runs on an air compressor. If you're going to get one of these, I suggest you get the entire package, and that way you get the right air compressor, you get a muffler for that air compressor so that you can run it right in the house, and you get a regulator to get the pressure right for the engraving tool, and the engraving tool and some bits, and I don't know, some other extras and stuff came with it when I got it. I've had mine a while. These are turbo motored, very, very high speed on these little drills, and they do an excellent job with the engraving. And I thought, well, okay, summer's coming up. There may be some fishermen out there that's got birthdays. Maybe you got to get a gift for a fisherman, like a little fish plaque hanging up on the wall. What we're going to do tonight is engrave it, and then we'll be adding to this as it goes. I'll be staining it, painting it, and, you know, all those good things to this as this progresses. But this particular episode is just on the engraving itself. So we've got the pattern laid down on the wood, and this is what they call peel and stick pattern. I get these from Welborn Gourd Farm, and you can use these on wood or gourds or most anything. It's a very, very thin plastic. You see here, down here, this is hanging off of it here. I left that purposely just to show you that it's a really, really thin plastic. Some people have asked, well, isn't there a smell or something that comes off of that? No, this is such a thin plastic that, and this engraver runs so fast, there is nothing that's going to put off any fumes or anything on this. And then once we get it engraved, we peel off the pattern paper, and it's ready then to stain or paint or whatever we want to do to it. And like I say, we won't be doing that part tonight. But I'm going to get going with this, so I'm going to kill the audio, and you can watch me do the engraving. Okay, it's just that simple. Now I'll get this shut off here so you don't have to listen to that. Probably should have done that before I turned the volume back up, but we'll get that shut down right there. And I'm gonna drop one of my tools in the floor here. There we go. Now, I'll peel this up off of here. I'm gonna get my stylist. Get up underneath some of that pattern paper. And when you cut these patterns out, if you're new to watching me do this, wherever you have cut that pattern, you have cut through the plastic, see? And so there's going to be lots of little pieces that we got to pluck off of here. And the reason it's so important to get that plastic up off of it, when you go to paint it or stain it or whatever you're going to do to it, paint will not stick if there's still pattern paper on the wood or on the gourd or, you know, whatever you happen to have this stuck to. So you got to get the pattern paper up off of it to get your medium to stick. So over the main part of this, it's not a big deal, but when you get into these scales, there's a lot of little plastic pieces on that that's going to flake off of there. I'm going to scrape them loose with my stylus. It aggravates the far out of me to be in the middle trying to paint something and all of a sudden you got plastic to deal with. So I like to get all that up off of it first. We just about got it. There's some flaking off of there. Flaking off of that one. A little plastic in there will get scraped off. And there's a mess of it up here on this scale. See that flaking? It's almost like scaling a fish, ain't it? Mimicking nature. I know there's a lot of fellers that like to fish that watch this show. Maybe some ladies too. I haven't heard too many ladies talking about liking to fish, but I'm sure there's some of you out there that do. Nice little plaque here about fishing. Make sure we got it all up here out of his teeth too. Yes, see there comes some out of the teeth, some off the eye. There we go. So there is our fish all carved out. The plastic and everything off of it, and it's ready for us to put medium to. So that'll be tomorrow's episode on what we're going to do to paint this up. See a little more plastic in there. Get it all off. Don't like surprises like that. Okay, she's set. She's ready to go. So there you got to see me engrave that on this episode. Check out my Etsy store. Got a lot of cool art up there. I've got my goat's milk soap, jewelry, dream catchers, all kinds of cool stuff up there. And I've got a Patreon channel if you want to view some of my bigger projects where I do them all at one time there. You can sign up there on Patreon. It's a monthly contribution fee to be able to get on there, and there's going to be monthly drawings for each tier, depending upon what the donation is, to help support me so that I can buy more crafting materials and things to do these videos with. And let's see, I'm on Twitch. You can watch me do crafts over there too. I do different things there than I do here. As a matter of fact, on my last episode of Twitch, I painted a mandala. So, those are the types of things I do, something a little different over there than what I'm doing here. And I'm on Instagram and I'm on Twitter. I'm easy to find, and all those URLs and everything are in the description of this video. There's also a donation button if you want to donate to my channel through PayPal. And with all that being said, I guess there's only one thing left to say, and that's Brenda's Crafty. Be like Brenda.